Today, I'm excited because we're going to be talking about one of the most advanced conversational agents out there known as ChatGPT and AI. In this video, I'm going to walk you through on how ChatGPT helped me close a $20,000 assignment fee. ChatGPT is a language model developed by OpenAI. Now there's two types of versions of ChatGPT. There is the free version, which is ChatGPT 3, and then there is the paid version, which is ChatGPT 4. The paid version is a lot more advanced because you can put a lot more plugins. You'll be able to put Excel plugins. You can put in your documents. You can even put in your P&L and ask ChatGPT, break down your P&L to see where you're spending the most money, such as your marketing, right? Such as if you're flipping a property, you can put all your numbers in it and it'll tell you exactly where you're spending the most money during your entire rehab process. Before we deep dive into ChatGPT, I want to talk about AI. Now, let me be the first one to tell you guys that AI, artificial intelligence, is not new. ChatGPT is the new kid on the block. I have been using AI and chatbots in my business for over 4 years now, and I can tell you for a fact it has helped me make millions of dollars in this business. So you're probably asking me, Ron, how can AI give a real estate investor an advantage? Number one is going to be property searches. AI can sort through and analyze masses of data to narrow down either a single family or multifamily property. That means you can break it down and sift through many options until the only very best options remain. The benefits is fast delivery of accurate information. The second benefit of AI is data entry. AI can automatically input data such as detailed property specs into an online database. With AI doing the data entry, the process is pretty rapid. The third is my favorite by far, chatbots. I love chatbots so much, I have my Investopia bot, which has been with me for years. A chatbot is a real-time VOA, virtual online assistant, that can simulate human conversational behavior in online conversations with potential clients. They can answer questions and interact and act intelligently. Data from these online chats is collected and stored. The resulting data can then be mined to generate sales. The efficiency and economic advantages of such technology should be clear and obvious, including the time-saving advantages of filtering out interactions that are not solid leads. The last thing you want to be doing is talking to a seller and to make sure you're not wasting your time or the seller's time. I'm gonna go over some websites that'll help you boost your business, your creativity, and your productivity. Remember, the goal is to work smarter, not harder. One of my favorite websites that I like to use for AI is propertunity.com. Propertunity.com claims that its machine learning algorithms can accurately forecast which homes and even neighborhoods will experience the highest future investment return. Wouldn't that be crazy if you knew what the future return of your investment will be? Heck yeah. The platform does this by analyzing historical pricing data against about 50 metrics on location for such as transportation, crime, location, schools, etc. The algorithm then figures out what factors truly affect price, eventually moving it to a stage where it can predict how prices will move. The machine is right about 85% of the time when tested against real past human performance. Propertunity says it will get to 95% of accuracy by the end of 2023. Now, let's talk about the elephant of the room. My favorite topic, ChatGPT. It's an AI-powered chatbot that I like to use in my real estate investing business. Keep up with me as I'm gonna deep dive into what ChatGPT is. I'm also gonna be talking about the different prompts that I use in order to close sellers over the phone. You can be a realtor, a wholesaler, you can be a contractor, an appraiser, you can be anything in the real estate realm, and ChatGPT is there to help you out. Right? It can be used to generate leads, handle customer inquiries, and even offer individualized customer support. I want you guys to write this down. Natural language processing, also known as NLP technology, enables a chatbot to comprehend customer inquiries and provide pertinent information in response. Customers can ask questions and receive tailored guidance using ChatGPT. Additionally, it can be used to find potential leads and send follow-up emails automatically. Remember guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. What if you had a bot that was following up for you automatically? You've got thousands of leads that are coming in to your CRM every single day, every month, every week. How are you going to control those leads? How do you know what's a potential lead and what's not a potential lead? How do you know the motivation of a seller? Listen, ChatGPT is a powerful tool if used correctly. And I have a saying which I say all the time: make the trend your friend. All right, guys, let's deep dive right into it. Instead of me just talking about it like some of these channels on YouTube, I wanted to give you guys the actual nuts, bolts, nuggets, meats, and potatoes. So let me show you a demo of what ChatGPT can do. So I went on to OpenAI.com and asked ChatGPT, how do I ask people in a text message if they want to sell a property? And as you can see, the answers are right in front of me. ChatGPT is telling me when asking people in a text message if they want to sell their property, it's important to be polite, concise, and respectful of their time. Here are 3 different ways to ask. Oh my God, it has given me all the answers that I've wanted. Now that we've established what OpenAI and the power of ChatGPT is, I want to run through examples of the different prompts, right? I'm going to give you 5 different prompts for each of these different levels. Number 1 is going to be prompts for motivated sellers. Motivated sellers are the lifeblood of all real estate investors. Without them, you have 0 deals. Now, since you're already logged into ChatGPT, I can ask it, what strategies can real estate investors employ to target and reach out to motivated sellers in the market? Question number 2. Share some creative marketing techniques that real estate investors can use to attract motivated sellers and generate leads. Remember, this business is all relying upon your leads. If you have 0 leads, you have a 0 business. What are some effective techniques for negotiating with motivated sellers to secure a favorable deal? That was number 3. Number 4 is explain the importance of building a reputation as a reliable and trustworthy real estate investor to attract motivated sellers. When I first got started in this business and in this industry, I had to go out there and build my reputation as a trustworthy wholesaler so people know that I can bring them good and great deals. Number 5, last but not least, how can you effectively use data analytics and market research to identify neighborhoods or areas with a high likelihood of motivated sellers? This is massive. You need to know what the data is saying. Remember, data is king. I have closed millions upon millions of dollars in real estate wholesaling. Nobody out there is closing multi-million-dollar apartment deals like we are. I'm going to share my top 5 prompts for wholesaling real estate. Number 1, how can I analyze market trends and demographics for wholesaling opportunity? This is massive. Remember I told you guys, you got to make the trend your friend? You must know what type of demographics are out there so that way you can strategically align your marketing to that demographic. For example, bandit signs work better in the hood versus postcards work better in more middle-class communities. Now, number 2, what are some creative marketing tactics that stand out in a competitive wholesaling market? You can use all different types of marketing strategies: postcards, bandit signs, cold calling, driving for dollars. There are many, many ways to do it. I've even gone around, knocked on doors, and put a sticky on people's doors. Number 3, what are the best ways to handle objections from sellers in real estate wholesaling? Let's face it, guys, you're in the business of rejection. That's it. People are gonna give you all types of rejections in the world. I need to talk to my mom. I need to talk to my dog. I need to sleep on it. The last time somebody told me I wanted to sleep on it, I told them with all due respect, I'm not a furniture salesman. I couldn't sell you a mattress. Number 4, what are the key considerations when wholesaling properties with existing tenants? This is a major problem that new wholesalers walk into when they find a potential lead or a deal with existing tenants in it. If the tenant is paying a monthly rent on the property, that property most likely is already cash flowing. You can go in there and run the numbers and you'll be able to see what exactly the market rents are saying versus what the tenant is paying. Number 5, how do I navigate negotiations with sellers who have multiple offers on their property? Be real, Charlie. Your seller is gonna have multiple offers, and that's okay. One of the best ways how we're able to close multiple deals a month, how my team is out there crushing it, and my students are closing multiple deals a month, is that we create a bond with our sellers. We not only build rapport with them, we also create an attachment to our sellers, and we use an acronym called FORM: Family, Occupation, Recreation, Motivation. And these are some of the strong tactics that we like to use in order for people to sell us their property. People do business with people they like and trust. Next, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 prompts for fixing and flipping. HGTV lied to you. You can't go out there and make $80,000 in 20 minutes. It's not gonna happen. They don't talk about the closing costs, the rehab costs, the wholesale fee, etc. They don't talk about anything. Number 1, how can I create a comprehensive project timeline for fixing and flipping renovations? Listen, you're gonna need a timeline when you're fixing and flipping a property. This is one of the risks that you run whenever you're actually flipping a house. Number 2, what are some effective ways to enhance the curb appeal of a fix and flip property? Guys, let me tell you this right now. Nothing sells a house more than curb appeal. Make sure that your lawn is greener than the color of weed. No, I'm just kidding. You want to make sure your lawn is green, your property is well maintained, your paint is nice, the numbers on the door are set correctly. There's a method to this madness to enhance curb appeal. People want to buy nice properties. This is why fixing and flipping is so lucrative. Number 3, how do I determine the appropriate scope of work for fixing and flipping projects? Everything from the studs all the way to the sheetrock. All that goes up on a scope of work. Ask ChatGPT and it'll give you an exact breakdown of everything that you need to look for when you're fixing and flipping. Number 4, what are important factors to consider when selecting the right insurance coverage for a fix and flip? You need to protect your property from storms, from hail, from fire, from natural disasters. ChatGPT can give you those answers, so you should ask it. Number 5, last but not least, what are the important factors to consider when evaluating the potential impact of zoning regulations or building codes on a fix and flip investment? Let me give you guys a secret. The city that I live in, Houston, Texas, is the Wild West because we have no zoning laws. Can you believe it? When you go to other cities such as Arizona, Florida, California, they all have their zoning laws, which means you cannot build a gas station next to a multi-million-dollar house. Now, keep in mind, cities like Katy, Sugar Land, Conroe, there are zoning laws in there. If your address is Houston, Texas, that means there are no zoning laws. Last but not least, my favorite topic, and that's buy and hold properties. The first prompt that I like to use for buying and hold property is, how do I determine the optimal rent price for my rental properties to attract tenants while maximizing profitability? The number 1 goal for you as a real estate investor is to make money. Are you a church? Are you a synagogue? Are you a mosque? Are you a nonprofit? No, the way you make money is you need to maximize your rent price for your rental property. One of my favorite websites that I like to go to is rentometer.com. It'll tell you what the percentile for that property should lie in. It'll also give you a monthly rent of what that area is collecting. Next is, how can I effectively screen and select reliable tenants for my rental property to ensure a smooth and hassle-free tenancy? The last thing you want to do is bring a fly-by-night tenant, someone who signs a 3-month contract, someone who signs a 1-year contract with you and ends up staying for 3 months, and then boom, moves out on you. You want to make sure you're playing the long game, so you need to learn how to effectively screen and select reliable tenants. Number 3, how do I handle tenant requests for repairs or property improvements in a cost-effective and timely manner? The last thing you want to do is deal with TNT, not the TNT that blows up. Well, this does blow up, but it's called tenants and toilets. You want to make sure you're not getting calls at 3 a.m. to come unclog a tenant's toilet. Woo! Number 4, what are some important legal obligations and responsibilities as a landlord regarding property maintenance, safety, and habitability? Listen, this is very important. Do you guys understand what a slumlord is? Someone who doesn't take care of their property, someone who doesn't do the maintenance, someone who doesn't care if the tenant is smoking in the property, someone who doesn't care if their property has now become a what? A drug-infested house. You don't want to become that landlord. Number 5, last but not least, what are the key considerations when determining the appropriate maintenance and repair budget for a rental property? You can't just buy a property and say, well, let me see what's going to happen. You got to save for a rainy day. You have PITI, which is what? Principal, interest, taxes, insurance. You have other maintenance costs, such as if there are termites in the property, what will you do? You have property taxes. You have HOA fees. Everyone hates the property taxes, and everyone also hates their local Karens, also known as the HOA. So there we have it, guys. Congratulations for making it through this video, but don't shut off just yet. Drop your comments below. Let me know how we did, and what I will do is I will send you a free PDF of these prompts that I've spoke about in this video. ChatGPT is not going anywhere, and nor is AI. One day, Silicon Valley said the internet was just a fad, and guess what happened to the internet? It's here to stay. I wish I had this when I had first started my business in real estate. Thank you guys for tuning in into this video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and I'm excited for you guys to go out there, crush it. Give me your feedback on the video. Ron Rana signing out. Peace out.